So along with 500,000 other people, by now you've most likely seen the new Batman movie, The Batman, and you're probably thinking to yourself, dang, Gotham looks like one cool ass place to live. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make a little mini Gotham City within Blender. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to click General. We're going to get rid of this cube. We're going to Shift A, bring in a plane, size that up a little bit. We're going to go off to the side, modifiers. We're going to subdivide this a few times. I'm going to click Simple, drag that up. And then all you're gonna do is hit apply. We're gonna add in another modifier. We're gonna bring in a displacement modifier. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna do new, make this clouds. And we're gonna go from Blender original to cell noise. We're gonna bring this depth down to 1. And we're gonna change the type to hard. We're also gonna change the grayscale to color. And we're gonna come down here to the color management and we're gonna turn on color ramp. Okay, so once you turn on your color ramp, you're just gonna click on this right here, come down below. We're just gonna bring our blacks down just like that. So you see how like it's got like these sides right here. So I'm gonna bring that back up just so you can see. It's got these sides that kind of block the path of seeing the buildings as buildings. They kind of just all look like chunks. But if we drag the black down in our color ramp, sort of to where it all hits a floor like that, then it gives us more of a division to look more like buildings. So we're gonna go ahead and mess with that for a second. You can also go up to the top right here and change the size of the buildings. Okay, so once you've gone down and moved the color ramp, the blacks all the way to sort of like the middle, a little bit past that, to where you get these side paths down, and you go ahead up here and change the size to something that you like. I kind of like the way this is looking right now. We're gonna go ahead and actually bring in, actually no, forgot, camera's already there. We're gonna go ahead into our camera view, come into the side over here, go to view, camera to view, and we're just gonna go ahead and like click on an angle, not click. We're gonna go ahead and drag it to an angle that we like. So that's gonna be like our main shot, our main focus. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and found a camera angle that you like, we're gonna go back to our displacement modifier and we're just gonna go ahead and click apply. After that, it's pretty much simple. Click that off so that we don't move our angle. What we're gonna do is have this selected. We're gonna go into shading. We are going to click new, and then we're gonna Shift A. We're gonna bring in an image texture. Went ahead and grab this one. Once you have your photo, you're gonna go ahead and connect the color to the base color. And as you can see, it looks perfect. No, it looks terrible, but we're gonna fix that. So after you've gone ahead and connect this to the base color, we're gonna go into UV editing up here. And this is where things get slightly tricky, but I'm gonna show you how to work with it. So what we're gonna do is go back to our camera angle. We are going to come over here and do project from view. And all you want to do is push this off to the side and have this in material preview. And already it's starting to look a little bit better. It's gone ahead and actually taken the camera angle that we want and is trying to match it up with our image. But now this is the part that gets a little bit tricky. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna go ahead and select the faces that you would like to work with. And then over here in the UV editing side, you're gonna also select them and just move them around. Honestly, it's a little bit of back and forth work, but you just move it around till all the buildings sort of match up with the buildings that you have in your image. You can go ahead and actually select even the little points, move them up just like that. And I'm actually just gonna fast forward this. You guys can take your time doing this too, but this is probably the hardest part of this tutorial, guys. But once you like get the flow of it and you make the buildings match up as much as possible, you're pretty much golden. Alright, and for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that right there. It looks pretty decent. Mostly you want to focus on like the larger buildings and getting them looking like correct, like the way they were before. Just was hard to believe, but this is a lot more believable actually. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that right there. So after you've gone ahead and lined up all the buildings to make it look clean, you wanna go ahead back to the shading, and we're gonna connect the color into the specular, because now we wanna make the fake lights, I suppose, in our city actually emit real light. So we're gonna go ahead and take our color and put it into our specular. And then after you've gone ahead and connect that to the specular, we want to add an emission shader. We're going to place that right down here. And we also want to separate that a little bit. And we're going to bring in a mix shader. Just drop that right there. Connect our emission to our mix shader. And then we want to bring in a color ramp. Put our color ramp up here. And all we're gonna do is connect the image to our color ramp and our color ramp to our fact down here. And then all you want to do after that is basically just come back to your view, bring it up a little bit, and just tweak the color ramp basically. We're gonna bring, oh, almost forgot. You also want to connect your image to your emission shader. There we go, much better. And basically, it's kind of like tweaking them back and forth. I'm gonna bring my strength to about 5. And then you want to just come up here and sort of slide these in the middle so that they look quite bright and got that like glow effect going on. So like I said, it's kind of just tweaking these back and forth. I think I'm gonna leave it kind of like that. Looks pretty dope to me actually. Yep, we'll go ahead and leave that like that. So after you've gone ahead and mixed with the color ramp and everything, all you gotta do is move the black and white back and forth a little bit, and you're pretty much done, guys. After that, it's kind of just going back to your camera angle. Look at that. That looks sick. Look how easy it was to make like a city. Like it's just like the hardest part is going to the UV editor and moving these around, but look at the result. It looks incredible. So after that, guys, you can add a cube, add some volume scatter. That's completely up to you, just to add a little bit of fog and everything. But that's basically how you go ahead and make a quick little city in Blender. And like I said, I am modeling this after Gotham, and if you guys want to model it after Gotham too, I am gonna continue this video. You can stop it right here, but these are just a few extra tweaks that just give it like a little bit of like oomph, to make you believe that this was Gotham. Bring in a cube, like I said. Bring a cube, make it consume the city. And then we're gonna go ahead into our shader. I'm gonna press new. Take that out. We're gonna bring in a volume scatter. Connect that. And that's actually looking really sick. We're gonna bring our density down. Pretty low. I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually really good. And what's good about adding some volume is that we can really hide the things that we didn't perfect. So that looks really good actually. Try. There we go. Okay, and you can even go ahead and change the color. So like I noticed that in the Gotham TV series, they have a little bit of like some blue cool tones going on. So after you've gone ahead and gone do that, you can basically come back to the layout, go back to our view just to make sure it's all looking good. Go into the render, a circle, take it into edit mode real quick, press F to fill, go back to object, rotate X 90, no. There we go. And actually, we're gonna give the circle an emission. It's kind of gonna be like a moon in our sky. Boom. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead into the world and actually change this to a sky texture. And I'm just gonna bring it down like this. Ooh, that looks sick. But we're actually gonna try to go for something like this. Okay guys, so basically what I did is I went ahead and added 2 area lights at a pretty low watt just to highlight some of the buildings over here, just so you could see the fog and everything, because before with no light you can't see any of the density of the fog or anything like that. So I went ahead and added 2 area lights. I would think I have the colors kind of matching the other tone that we got going on, like a bit like light blue, just to add to that cool tone that is seen in the Gotham show a lot. And so far I like the way it's looking, so that's pretty much it. All you can do to add to this is render it, take it to Photoshop. You can add some more fog, you can add some clouds in the sky, and then go ahead and change with the temperatures and the curves and everything of the image just to give it a little extra something. But this is basically it. This is how you make a little city within Blender very quickly, little to no modeling, and you end up with something looking really cool, you know? And this was just like, after seeing the Batman movie, I was like, I gotta go ahead and make Gotham, or I have to do something involving Gotham. And then I went ahead and started learning about this and creating it, and it looked really cool. Like, I hope you guys also make a little tiny city and really enjoy it. Like, hopefully I taught you something about projecting from view and everything in the UV editor. But that's basically it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for following along. I'll see you guys again next week, and you know, pretty much just have a good day.